Look at him.
A while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
All right, here we go.
Right. It is my show. Welcome. When I say my show, I mean I'm the host today. Because today we're going to be doing games. I cannot think of the number that we're at for the show. So,
25. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He never can.
So we're going to be doing games. So today, we're going to be doing Sandlot trivia. Bruh. Swear to God, that's Zach. So,
trivia.
Does anybody have our drink today? Because if it's going to be me, it's going to be everyone. It's going to be me.
Today, 805, the best. Every time I say it like that, I always going back to the Sandlot, that one scene where he's talking about Big Chief, the best. That's how I feel about 805. Firestone Walker Brewing Company, 805, made in the USA, very delicious. This is, if it's on tap, this is my go-to. This is fucking crisp. It's delicious. I love it. I can probably take down a whole 12-pack by myself. Within a matter of minutes. No, I'm kidding. But I can probably take down a 12-pack by myself because it's that smooth. Alcohol content is, I believe, 4%. So that's probably
I wonder
why.
You can take down 12.
That's what she said.
Yeah. What the shit?
So it's a blonde.
You're looking to get sober.
If you guys get a chance, pick up some 805. Hopefully, one of these days, a Firestone sponsor us, man. We drink you guys all the time.
Oh,
Firestone Brewery is so nice.
It is gorgeous over there.
I like it. Yeah, the Stone Fire pits are dope.
Oh my god!
It's
so,
beautiful.
On that note, cheers from everybody from comics to Firestone. Cheers.
Cheers.
Big ass Modelo.
You want-
Just.
It's got my 40.
Why do I sound like fucking Lord of the Rings? Moses,
out of a fucking horn.
Moses is going to be our reader today. Mose, do you want to go through our topics?
Yes. Okay. So tonight we've got a comics plays review. We played a video game and we have some opinions about it. Amazon Prime's got a new video game turned series coming up. Zack Snyder just dropped a new trailer that people are having feelings about. There's a long-term character that everyone knows who's losing their voice actor. We can talk about Blue Beetle's opening weekend. Flash is coming to HBO Max, apparently. And then somebody says we're being punked, and James Gunn is considering his good old friend Chris Pratt for Booster Gold, maybe? Hopefully not. So, gay! And then...
Not that that's a bad thing. If you're gay, that's great.
Then our next topic, we've lost a major athlete in the wrestling world.
All right. That's all those plus games, or I'm sorry, not games. We're going to be doing Sandlot trivia. All right. So let's get into our first game. I keep saying that. This game, the teams are Luis and Mosby versus Esteban and Andreas, should he come about. All right. God damn, that was the loudest. You got to sound check your.
It was fine for me.
Worked perfectly.
Yeah, it worked perfectly for me. You need to turn down your shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, check your shit, Ashley.
All right, as we do, first of all, we have Posemaster. I start off as the Posemaster.
Oh,
and the last one to do their pose has to drink their beer or.
Prick.
This is great when another host just turns down your shit right away. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, right. Hey, have the conversation. I'll go first. We'll just 3, 2, 1. And when I say 3, 2, 1, just on 1, you do your pose. 3, 2, 1.
Why so dramatic?
That's your pose.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Like, you got to do the whole thing, or is it just this?
Nah.
Like, you look like a cover of a movie. As well, let's go with that. And then the first question. Well, yes,
One
sir.
question. So you pose master, the way it typically works is someone does the pose. The last one to do the pose is the one that has to take their drink. Who currently holds the reins?
I do. I start off as the first postmaster.
You start it, and then the
last
loser
person.
each time is the one that has owned. Got it. And back to you, sir.
You know how it's been like 5 years of you doing the show with us? Yes.
Aw.
But in case it's the first time somebody is listening to this motherfucker, that's why we're doing this.
Surprise, motherfucker. There's another
Surprise,
motherfucker.
Speaking of, actually, before I give it
Hello,
back to you, if you do not mind, anybody that's listening to this right now on our YouTube channel, because that's the only place where you can fucking listen to it, please hit the thumbs up button. We would greatly appreciate it. That actually does help go out to a wider audience. And also be a part of the conversation. Leave us a comment. We will showcase it on the following episode to talk about you, to let you be a part of this conversation. Because again, we're just doing a roundtable shit talking, so that's open to everybody. So please be a part of the conversation. And back to you, host Ash, sir, Grandmaster.
Say fireball. What is the name of beast? What is the name of the beast? The real name. You say your name. Say your name.
Busby. I said it. His name's Hercules.
His name is Hercules.
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 All right. So how we do,
Hercules. Remember, he comes out the door. He's like, "You mean old Hercules?"
You mean Hercules?
Luis? What is the name of your team? And Esteban, start thinking of the name of yours.
Ooh. Oh, can we be Team Deathmatch, please?
Yes.
Team Deathmatch.
All right. Esteban?
I thought I was with Moses and doing team deathmatch.
No. Wait, am I wrong? Yeah, no, it's you and Andreas.
Yeah, it's you and Andres and me and Moses.
Oh,
Sorry, we're Team Deathmatch, but
Lonely. I'm so lonely.
Andres was on before you got here, though, so he said he was putting his kids to sleep, said he was going to come back on.
he did say he was coming back. But I told
I
you.
have crippling depression.
When I hear his voice, I always think of that scene in where it's like, you don't want any of this. You don't want any of this weed. It's like, oh, I can't be addicted. It's not addictive. It's great.
That's Dewey
And it
Cox.
just like keeps escalating. What was that in the Johnny Cash spoof? I forgot.
That's Dewey Cox.
Dewey
Yeah.
Cox.
Walking hard.
Walk hard.
Esteban.
Yes.
Hi. Welcome to the
Hi.
show. Want to name your team?
I don't know. Andres will love the Backstreet Boys, so BSB.
Yes, B.
Oh, ESB it is. Okay.
Cute.
All right, Moses, you got the first point.
They do a great show. I saw them in Vegas.
Which means
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel for me.
Welcome to Hellfire, which means you have your choice of Never Have I Ever, Truth or Drink, Do or Drink, King's Cup, or you can have Esteban spit.
I can have it.
On
Esteban
who?
on spit. On spit. Who's he spitting on, baby?
Spin.
Spin.
Oh, hey, this.
I heard spit.
Hey, baby.
Oh,
He's
no.
more follower.
Papa lost a bet.
I don't know if I want to be putting people on blast on the live with the never have I ever.
The Never Have I Ever would be you. The only thing that you could transfer to him would be the spin.
Oh, spin it, Esteban. Spin that thing.
Is that on something, right? All right.
Spin it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Just slap yourself. It can't be your face.
You got what you wanted. He got never have I ever.
Oh.
It happened anyway. Yay.
Stefan, not counting your wife, have you ever moved in with someone after 1 month of dating?
No.
Not counting. You didn't do that with your wife anyway.
I was
No.
like, do that with your wife?
Now,
No.
Absolutely not. That's crazy.
the
Still
way
no.
the never have I ever's work is, has anybody done that?
No, that's crazy.
Hell no. I have trust
No,
issues,
because
B3.
let's just put it this way, okay? For a while, I was living with my parents because I was saving up to buy a house.
Mm.
And my old car took a shit. I had to buy a new car, so all my money went. So lived with my parents, and Diana, my wife, was the only person that I have ever moved in with.
Oh,
Never had any roommates or anything like that.
Oof.
Going
That
from
must have been a hard
home to
adjustment.
wife. Oh, wow.
With respect, obviously, but it's just
I
everybody.
think it was more of it was a harder adjustment, I think, for her.
Fuck your couch, nigga.
I'm assuming because
I
like
get
I
that.
was cool with it, but then like as like
Everyone
I
has
always
different
thought, I always
customs
thought
when you live at home.
like I always thought like the whole like cliche of doesn't put the cap on the toothpaste and blah blah, blah this and that. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be very much that.
Mm.
Not even close. It
Really?
wasn't that. But it was very much like the hamper's like 2 feet away and you still put your clothes on the floor.
That kid is back on the escalator again.
Like come on.
Yeah.
That was me. I missed the basket all the time.
Got it.
And the
Wow. You're a grown functioning man.
Because I didn't play basketball, Mose, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Most of my fights when I first moved in with my wife was about my cats. Because they were like in a new place, so they're like scratching shit up, and oh yeah, that was the start of it.
Absolutely
super.
not.
That was it.
I lived with someone who like I cleaned my space, not my space, but I cleaned my space, but
My space.
it was a controlled chaos for that other person.
Right.
So I didn't want to put her anything on a hanger because you know your own chaos. You know your own like
right.
you know what I mean? Like so anyway, so nothing really ever got done and it always looked like I'm only cleaning my stuff, but it's like, okay, so then I don't want to get it to a point where, honey, where's my purple bra? Like I'm not gonna be, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I know.
For me, it was more of like I would do that. Like I do the laundry, I'd fold the laundry, and
No,
typically
that's
I
not
put
what I
like
meant more because I don't know her chaos. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were okay. Don't do the.
Okay,
This
so
is why you're by yourself.
this is why your teammate didn't show up. It's all your fault.
That motherfucker wants to talk about laundry and shit. I'm staying in bed.
Fuck that.
That'd be funny if he signed on, heard that, and then just signed on.
He just sees his face for a second and out.
he's watching the live stream right now. and was like,
I know on TikTok is like, do I want to be a part of this?
She's like, fuck
Absolutely.
no. Speaking of Diana, she actually commented, she goes, "Oh, Luis said my wife."
My wife.
Oh gosh, corny. Nick.
I know.
So corny.
Hugging yourself for weirdo.
I'm in love, y'all's.
Aw, dork.
Lame.
Emotions, whack. Enjoy yourself.
All right, Mosby. What's the first
1 second.
topic?
Okay, first topic is comics play review. We play Scott Pilgrim, y'all.
You know what? This might be fun. Give 3 to 5 words of your initial thoughts on it. We'll go around the room, and then before Ash will
Finish him.
his host shit.
We'll finish him. God damn.
Hell yeah.
Who's going first?
Yeah. Mosby, you go first.
Okay. Colorful, Stiff.
I thank you.
I thank you. Frustrating, nostalgic.
Yeah.
Made me laugh a couple times. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as we're figuring it out, like, hey, you can go in the store. Like, okay.
Oh, if only. Could have used that 4 lives ago. Go ahead. Who's next?
I would say nostalgic is good. I'm just gonna stick with nostalgic. Nostalgic fun.
Apart, man, tear it apart. If you're gonna,
No, not yet. I just wanted to kind of go around,
Yeah.
get a couple words. It's coming.
He goes, "Oh, don't worry,
Don't
it's
worry."
coming."
Esteban, with the
Disappointing.
show that wasn't fucking recorded. How?
Ugh.
Disappointing.
I don't blame you at all, Luis. We all had to fucking sign off. I get it. Esteban,
Yeah, disappointed. For the third time, disappointed.
You did say it 3 times.
oh, homie, I am going to fuck over your shows. So it's coming.
Yeah.
Please answer your
I know.
question. That's not his fault.
He's not fucking you over.
I'm
He's
a
just trying to
referee.
answer the question.
I'm in the middle. And be like, what do you think, Esteban?
Referee.
I'm disappointed. So, Esteban, now that it's recording, go ahead and say it. I'm disappointed. All right, Esteban, I'm gonna fuck over your show if you're gonna fuck over my. Like, he's answering your question. Like,
I know. I forgot about to say it.
You're even more pissed off than I am.
It's like, I thought it wasn't catching him.
So I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Esteban's like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Thomas has a show that's only 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Disappointing. I agree. My 1 to 3 words is play once. If you want to go longer, let's go the different way. Let's go backwards. Esteban, expand on how you feel about the game.
I was really expecting like the nostalgia factor did hit because I got very much Ninja Turtles vibes from it, you know, just the side scroller and stuff like that. I got a lot of Ninja Turtle vibes. I got the Simpson vibes, you know, it brought me back to like the arcade, you know, like going to the arcade and playing, you know, it brought me back to that. It was fun while we were playing and like to pick up on certain things. It's like, oh, how do you do a special? It's like, oh, you got to press triangle when you're glowing. You just fucking button mash the shit out of it. You know, like it was a lot of that. Going back to what Mosby was saying, like, oh, we can go into the restaurants and go into this and then, you know, buy food to bring up our health or whatever. That was great. But what really was fucking pointing was the fact that we had to play that level. And this is just for my sake. We had to play that level like 3 times. And that's when I was playing with it, with the group. I'm sure Ash, Mose, and Luis played that level much more than I did. But that fucking thing crashed. And if it wasn't at the same spot, it was like a few seconds after. So that's where like the disappointment is, like that pushes you to controller throwing. You know, like that's the point where it gets to you is controller throwing. You know, you're just like, okay, first crash, got it, I understand. You know, keep going. Crash the second time. All right. Fucking pissing me off now. Let's try one more time. By the third crash, you're embedding your controller into the drywall. That's what's happening.
I can do something. Luis?
I was having more fun with the company that I had more than the game. So I was having a good time. And it was like, and just like what someone was saying, is, oh, this is how you do a combo, or this is how you do this. The flow of the mechanics of the game was very clunky, which felt very Super Nintendo-esque. So
Right.
if the gameplay was smoother, I wouldn't have minded playing a third time. But because it was so clunky, the clunkiness brought my amusement down. But because we were all, and this is going to come harsher than I intended to, because we were all laughing at the not great time we were having, it brought the enjoyment up a little bit. Because we're all like, kill this motherfucker, because he's blocking hits from every angle.
Seriously,
And we're all just fucking wailing on
The
this dude.
strongest goons.
We're doing heavy attacks, jump attacks, slide attacks.
Using fucking
like a baseball
bats
bat.
and
Yeah,
We were
nothing's happened.
tag teaming them, everything.
So
Back again.
Everything.
So we're doing that and we're laughing about it. In any case, I was having more fun with the group that I was with more than the game. If I was a one-player situation, I don't know, man. And I've beaten this game before, like in a different console, but I don't know, man.
Also, we're all dealing with the same thing, so it's like almost like a meme where like when the have you ever and like there's like 97,000 likes because you figured out you're not the only person that forgot their keys or whatever the fucking situation is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mose, how did you feel about the game?
It was so frustratingly stiff trying to get those characters just to move up and down or across the screen. It was crazy to me how you would get stuck in a punch or a kick and you'd be trying to move your character down so you'd actually be hitting someone and it's just like, nope. Almost like, ay, caramba, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then crashing on us, not one hard crashes, like starting us from the beginning crashes was nuts. That right there, yeah. When that second one happened, I was like, good night. That's enough for me.
To Moses' point, the controllers, they were clunky and everything.
That's Mose.
I was drinking. How you gonna do it in the middle of me drinking? Rude.
Your question?
Ah.
I thought you said something. Go ahead.
To Moses' point, it was it was clunky. I realized that the D-pad was more. I mean, for me, the D-pad was more efficient than using the joystick.
Yeah.
What?
You know.
The joystick was way better.
Fuck no, dude.
It didn't feel as responsive to me, man.
It was hella hit and miss. Hella hit and miss.
You know, and then to top it off, because I had that nostalgia of Simpsons and Ninja Turtles. From what I remember in the Simpsons and Ninja Turtle games, if you were right next to a co-player or a co-op player and you would do your moves, you wouldn't fucking hit them.
Seriously, picking up your own teammates and accidentally beating things with your own teammates is
No
nuts.
shit. Like I think a few times, like I ended up picking up Mose and like using her as like fucking a weapon and smacking around people. I think I did the same thing to Luis.
Yeah.
You know,
Throwing trash cans at your own teammates. And
That's a
then
very-
random makeout sessions. The random makeout sessions. What was that about? What triggered that? All of a sudden, the Knives and the Kim character.
Oh,
would kiss
that
each
was
other.
Kim's R1. That's your special, like where
Kissing-
Knives will come out, do an attack, and then you guys make out, and then she left.
Wow.
I noticed that you're the only one complaining about that. So
I'm also picking up on the vibe that nobody gave a shit. I just wanted
I didn't notice. I swear to God, I didn't notice.
Yeah, like for some reason, I was like, what did I do? And then I was like, is this a power up? If it's a power up, I'll take it.
I'll take.
Otherwise, why in the middle of the fight am I suddenly making out with knives?
Bro. All right. So the fact that a fourth person can't join in, the frustrations of trying to put a fucking team together is horrible. It's not that it's not easy to play because it's basically a mash, but at the same time, level 1 should not be like death. Which,
Level 1 should not be final boss level.
Seriously,
Right.
everybody was a boss.
Every fucking dude was a boss.
Uncle Jesse's gonna be the last guy. And he was like the middle guy. He wasn't even the last guy.
Imagine with the glasses. Look who
Play
could
the-
block you from both sides.
And get to the next point where you're running on a rainbow and then come back to level 1. It was like,
Yeah.
what are we?
Punching
we
with pigs. That's right.
I could understand if you play level 1 over and over until we all get to a certain level or something like level up to level 2, but they should explain it, or I don't know. That was just
restarting.
the most repetitive game that ever. If you play it, you're going to have to be really nostalgic and really love the characters and probably love the comic books, like to the point where I protested again, like for the Flash. You know what I mean? Like you have to love it to where it's like, I'm not gonna hear you guys. I love this thing.
Yeah.
Like, so we'll go with that. Anybody else for this game?
I never want to talk about this game again.
Yeah, we playing that shit. In which state does the Sandlot take place?
Oof.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, most.
No, I'm thinking. Sorry, no, I wasn't raising my hand.
Esteban,
Esteban.
I want to say Chicago.
No.
He said
Okay.
state one.
Well, I wasn't even going to give him shit for that, but yeah.
State.
Okay, Illinois.
Missouri.
No.
Damn it.
Everybody gets last one, Luis, if we're going to try.
Go for it.
I'm gonna throw New York.
It was in California.
Fuck
No,
me.
Listen to me. My brain said California because he ends up on the Dodgers.
I thought of that.
Like,
He ended up in the
I
Dodgers.
was like,
but
where the hell are the Sandlots in California?
well, but that's why I said New York, because it felt like a timepiece. So I was like,
Right.
with the Brooklyn Dodgers, that was where my logic went. Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Benny the Jet
Ends
Rodriguez
up on the Dodgers.
ended up on the
But,
Dodgers.
man, I really was like, where in the world do you have a neighborhood with a Sandlot that looks like that? Where's that at?
I know.
No, there's a lot of like
It
they
must have been
built.
out in the IE and shit.
Well, yeah, a
Yeah,
suburb
probably.
that
oh, fucked up.
especially there is a place called Lower La Loma where it's made for single A baseball, but there's a lot of days where like Saturday you're not gonna get it, but random Thursday or whatever you're gonna get the fucking field. Anyway,
Okay.
we're going to do one more. Which person says this quote? Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
I got it.
Seven.
You guys say your name.
I said
Raising your.
Mosby.
I hear. Okay, Mosby.
I said Mosby. It was Dream Babe Ruth. Dream Babe Ruth, because that wasn't the real Babe Ruth, of course.
All right.
I was gonna say Robert De Niro. Was it
What?
Robert De Niro?
No,
Nope.
you would have been incorrect.
Wait, who was it? It was It was a famous actor.
He
He
wasn't.
wasn't Robert De Niro. He made his faces though during it, but it wasn't Robert De Niro.
Oh,
Spin it.
Yeah, Luis, get it. Get it.
Lose 1 point.
Oh, that Babe
The
Ruth
point-
point don't count no more.
Dang, that was now I only have 1 point. I had
Ooh.
2.
All right. Let's go on to the next topic.
Okay, Amazon Prime has a new video game turned series. Fallout. Ta-da! I have never played.
You never played Fallout?
No.
Really?
It's a first-person shooter.
right.
You and your first-person shooters.
No need. No thanks.
When we play everybody games, I'm not saying we should do Call of Duty, but we should.
Yes, you are. I know you're trying to find your way back to Call of Duty. Knock it off.
I am not that guy. I am Jim Halpert when it comes to Call of Duty. I don't know how
Me
to.
over here, not me over here shitting on Call of Duty when that's what my dude makes. Supposed to be
That's
just kidding. Play Call of Duty.
Kitty. Louis, Esteban, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, most it doesn't have to be Call of Duty. I mean, BioShock was good. BioShock was fucking fantastic.
Yes, it was.
Like-
Um,
I tried BioShock, not bad.
I am almost willing to get a Nintendo Switch just to play the new Bond or the new old Bond.
Ooh, you are
oh,
trolling.
yeah.
You want to put yourself.
No, you know what I'm waiting for in a couple months? The fucking Metal Gear series.
You
On
ain't saying
PlayStation?
not a word. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me
Dude.
nice when I'm done. I can't wait. I love Metal Gear. I can't wait. My favorite. That's my favorite video game series. I love Metal Gear.
Really, Metal Gear.
Metal
Mhm.
Gear's a shit, dude.
Love me some Metal Gear.
Luis, how you feel about Fallout? Are you
Are you
Being-
interested?
yeah, like being that Jesus.
Right? The tail is just.
Cat already, or like what is happening?
What?
She's giving hints. Sorry, PETA.
I've played Fallout before. But Bethesda games, the fan base of Bethesda is like they go real hard for their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with Skyrim, which I've also played, but there's never been a Bethesda game where I was just so like, this is the shit and I love everything of it. I'll get in it and I understand why it's great, but there's almost too much freedom, too much to do where I get overwhelmed and then I just lose track because it's like, here's the main quest. You have to go over here, but there's 1,000 mini quests on the way there. So it's, it just, for me, it's not my shit. So I'll say that about the games themselves. About the show, I mean, I'm willing to watch it, which is also what I said about Ring of Power, which I haven't seen. But they're advertising the same thing that they're advertising about Ring of Power. They keep promoting how much money they're throwing into the show, which Ring of Power, it was like, that's like the most expensive show that's ever been made. And it's gotten mostly negative reviews.
Like that's the best they could do.
It's very subpar.
And I didn't see it, but that's what I keep hearing from people that enjoy the Lord of the Rings saga. So it's like Amazon's like, we're gonna dump stupid money into this, and it's like, well, like, are you putting money where it counts? Like, I don't know. Like, so I can't even say I'm hopeful because I never asked for it personally. And it's not I saw an interview with the creator of the show. It's not a retelling of a game storyline. It's just a storyline that exists in the world. So like The Last of Us essentially retells the first game with like little twists. This is not like that at all. It would be as if, okay, here's The Last of Us, but it's going to follow two people that were never part of the games and they're just going to exist in that world. It's kind of like what they're doing.
Which again, Walking Dead, Last of Us, you don't want to see what we've already experienced.
Sure.
But what's weird about a lot of, let's say nerds, me included, you want to see that. I want to see the live version of what you're doing. Like, I don't care that they don't look alike. I don't care, whatever. But like, it's amazing. There were so my friend got into The Last of Us, and I would be like, "This is how she dies." That's me.
Motherfucker!
This is how she dies.
Oh, good for you! And how was it?
I am going to fuck your show like Ron Jeremy.
What emphasis on that fuck? He said it was bullshit.
And my name is Buck. His wife is
What is the name of the lifeguard in the community pool?
Wendy Pfeffercorn.
All right. I know that you didn't say your name. We're going to accept it.
God damn. How'd you get that?
She's like, I saw the movie this morning.
I mean,
She got tipped off. God damn.
I watch it once a year, sir.
Do you really?
No.
Oh.
Isn't that thing? But I mean,
lose a point.
Oh, boo earns.
Boo earns.
You get 2 points.
Yes.
Smack yourself.
In the dick.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm done. All right.
Good.
Get the
I
sound.
hear slaps, but I don't see anything. Oh.
Didn't hear a damn thing.
Nope.
Everybody said.
The audio went out as soon as you did it.
I think there's a like
A noise cancel thing.
No.
It is no sound. Yeah. Well, we saw you. We'll trust it.
We can try. You can try a little harder if you want.
Yeah, I'm not opposed.
No, still nothing.
Nothing at all.
No, that works. No.
Try it on your dick. Might be different.
Try it on
Ooh.
It sounds like someone's stirring mayonnaise.
Jesus.
Well, 2 more points from me.
Don't bring him into this.
The wet
Don't
dog.
bring him into this.
All right. What's the next thing? Most
Zack Snyder coming to Star Wars.
Wait, Star Wars?
Universe.
Ah.
Star Wars universe.
Okay, so I'm going to obviously admit this. I didn't do the Google thing today. So, Luis, what is Zack Snyder's coming to Star Wars?
I didn't know he was coming to Star Wars.
Oh, am I stupid? Is that not Star Wars?
No, it's not Star Wars. No, you're not stupid. But no, it is not Star Wars.
Oh, what? Why did I think it was?
Because in an interview, he said it inspired him.
Ah, there it is. That's what my brain did.
That there were like 3 or 4 different sci-fi things that did inspire him, Star Wars being amongst them. Because there's a scene where someone has like a lightsaber-esque thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brain Star Wars. Star Wars has been everywhere. But yes, Zack Snyder dropped a new trailer that isn't connected to Star Wars.
Correct. And it's part 1 of 2. And it looks like each part is going to be a 2-hour runtime. So it's going to be one conclusive film, but it's going to be chopped up in 2 parts. First release. That man loves long movies.
He really does.
And when you watch that shit, like it felt like a never before released clip of Batman vs Superman. Like it's so dark. He likes his grays. Like it's very dark. It's gray. I'm not hating on the dude. I know people love hating on him. People love sucking his dick. I'm neither. But I gotta say the trailer looks interesting. I'm like, okay, let's see what's like. I didn't see that other one with Batista. What is it? Army of the Dead.
That one, it wasn't bad.
We don't talk about it. Okay. I watched like 30 minutes of it and I tapped out for no reason other than my wife wasn't in it. So I was like, I'll watch it again later by myself. And I never did. Like,
was it into it or your wife wasn't in it?
Yeah. Did you say into it or she's supposed to be in the movie?
No. She wasn't in it. She's just like, oh, got it. She's like, I'm not in this movie. Let's go watch the movie I am in.
I'm watching this shit.
Yeah. No. She's just like,
50 First Dates.
It wasn't down. Yeah, that's Rebel Moon.
Back to Mike.
I didn't watch the trailer because I thought it was some more Star Wars shit. I said, I've had enough. I'm good. I'm taking a break. Ahsoka's out there. You got to rewatch Rebels to understand Ahsoka. I'm not doing it.
Speaking of Star Wars, are we caught up with Ahsoka or no?
No.
I'm still trying to watch Rebels.
Exactly. Rewatching Rebels because I forgot.
Yeah, because Filoni said that all you really need to do is watch season 4 of Rebels and you'll be fine for Ahsoka.
Yeah, but you have Instagram. Ruins everything every 10 seconds.
Why are you yelling
so
at me?
Ugly looking. That XD shit was terrible. I'm like, my eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I have seen. We'll move on. I have seen Ahsoka 1 or episodes 1 and 2.
You told us you were all about the
list.
You're all about the lightsaber fight.
That was fucking hot.
Ooh.
What comedian plays Small's stepdad?
Oh, Luis.
Oh shit!
Everybody raising their
Dennis
hand.
Leary.
Yes.
I was over here thinking Smalls was the one with the glasses, and then I was like, no, Smalls is the main character.
Okay.
I was like, we knew his dad.
Mose, speak for Luis. Do you want to spin?
Oh yes, spin. I forgot. We're on a
You
team.
don't speak for me.
You don't speak for me.
No, I'm just kidding.
Get that cat out of here.
Where's 1 point? You're
Damn
right.
it. Back down a point because you didn't believe in me, Luis. He didn't believe in the heart of the cards, guys.
All right. Let's just do one quick one-on-one. Ooh. I will tell you this. If you get it, I will take a shot.
Oh.
In what year does this movie take place? When Smalls is young. Yeah.
1963. No, 60, 70, 60. No. 1963.
Do I have to give you like an exact year or like ballpark?
Year.
It really does.
What'd you say?
It really does.
What does? Okay.
because they do show it, or it's said in the narration.
68.
No. Luis?
Oh,
72?
No.
Damn it.
Moe's, oh man, it's 62. You were all 60. I was like, please say it.
so close.
You got it. Okay, how did all the boys get sick at the fair?
Oh, Esteban. They were chewing tobacco.
Booyaka.
I don't know why. Poor Esteban playing all by himself.
That could be fun.
It is fun, actually.
I know how to treat myself. Treat
I know what
nice.
I like. I know what I like.
I like the stranger.
So you sleep on your hand and all right.
Scrubs. Got that from Scrubs.
Totally.
Ben?
Spin it.
Spin the
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
Oh, King's Cup. You almost got to lose 1 point, though.
Dang, how come I'm the only one that ever gets to lose a point? The universe is cruel and fickle.
All right. Intelligence. You have to tell a player you think you're smarter than.
A player?
Yep.
This is mean.
Don't raise your hand. You have to say which player you're smarter than. If the other person, meaning it would be Andreas and Mosby or Luis, whoever you choose, the other people have to agree with you. If the person you choose does not agree, if you're not agreed upon, you have to drink. So pick one person, me included. I'm a player. I'm not a player.
All right, big dog.
I
think you
I'm a player.
I wonder who he's gonna pick.
I will pick Ash.
He's picking Ash.
Okay, does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay, then now you have to drink.
Sorry, buddy.
Darn.
I agree with love.
With love.
Also get the point.
Aw.
We were at 4-2.
We're at 42.
That's bullshit. It should be like 5-2. Oh.
Should be.
Hustler, baby.
A lot of points. Mose, what's the next topic?
Okay. Oh, a beloved video game character is losing their voice actor. The voice actor of Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and Wario, Charles, I want to say Martinet, is stepping down and moving away from his iconic role.
He's been voicing. Perfect length on that one, by the way. Didn't mean it like that.
What?
Yeah, you did.
Not the first time I said that to you.
Not.
It's just
It's
the
right before
right
you
amount
get
of
to
girth, you know.
Right amount of
Yeah,
You don't gag at all.
He's been voicing Mario since Mario 64, and he's been consistent with that. Yeah, big news in the Nintendo world. So he's stepping down, and he said in an interview before he wanted to voice Mario until he died, and so he's stepping down now. And
what does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean, sir?
I kind of had a feeling about that because my son was super excited about the movie, right? And then when he was playing his Switch, he got like a little notification saying that he has the ability to change the voice of Mario to the movie voice. So as you're playing, you can hear Chris Pratt doing the voice and stuff like that. So when I saw that, I'm like, they're going to go ahead and retire him probably.
That was an April Fool's joke.
Oh, it was? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Because I got the same notification. I thought it was real because they did this. They shot out a trailer, and it showed that you can also do the same thing for Donkey Kong to have it as
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, and it's like as he's running, it's like the Seth Rogen, and I was like, that's really strange. Like I thought it was so strange, but the trailer and the notification you get on your Switch was so realistic. But yeah, it wasn't a real thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that laugh! Thank goodness. This is like an ending to an era.
Oh,
it's kind of crazy. We grew up with this man talking for this character. You know what I mean? And now it's like we're getting old, right? Like, man, starting to feel a little mortal this evening.
Yeah.
We are no longer invincible, Mose.
Maybe. Maybe.
If we take out a Highlander,
that's true.
For the people before N64, maybe it's me. Did Mario's voice match what you thought it would have been if you only played regular Nintendo?
I think so, because I never questioned it. The moment it came out, like in Mario Kart, and that was like, I was like, oh, like I was very accepting of it. The only
it wasn't established, or
like I never really heard his voice in my head. So when Mario 64 came out, and it's like woohoo, like when he's doing all the jumps and shit, I was just like, oh sure, like it made sense to me. Like there was no opinion of really that's what he sounds like. Right? Yeah, it worked for me.
All right. What kind of shoes does Betty wear specifically to try to outrun the beat?
PF Flyers.
God damn! I was gonna say Converse.
PF Flyers look like Converse. That's why they look like Chucks.
They make you jump,
turn,
run faster. They actually don't.
Is that an empty box of PF Flyers in the back?
Nope. What does that say? Point.
It says fuck Benny the Jet.
Point switch or 1 point? Okay. We got us a point. Woo!
Yay, points.
Like all it took was the breath to go to point switch. All right. Who kissed Wendy Peppercorn?
Esteban.
Squints.
Twins.
I couldn't come up with the name.
I was saying squiggles in my brain. My brain was saying
squiggles.
And they had like 7 or 9 kids.
They did. They had 9 kids. They did, and lived above the deli.
No, above the pharmacy.
Deli, pharmacy.
Awesome.
both giving you things that go in your mouth. What can I say?
Hi-yo.
Oof.
Thought I heard something. All right.
Soundbite.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Beetles opening weekend. 25 million?
Subpar.
25.
No, that's a flop, my friend.
Call that a non-starter right there.
Even back when like The Crow 2 came out, it was like it made 10 million, and everybody's like, I was like the one going, right? That's good, right? And everybody's like,
and they're like,
what? And that was back then. And what you just told me right now, I was like, oh
no, honey, that's not great. Not great for this confusing ride in DCU.
Because the way we kind of felt representation towards Namor, I don't know if that was the same for the movie that's actually dedicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not dedicated to being represented well, or represented, but you would think. I'm sorry, Luis. Go ahead.
No, finish it. The same.
You would think, like, you know, there's always that representation of, or there's always that they don't put enough this, they don't do enough this, they don't do enough anything. Just like the Ghostbusters movie, the girl Ghostbusters movie that nobody saw. Like,
about that movie was a shit.
It wasn't the shit, but it also
was not
horrible.
The shit, but I did watch it.
It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
Right. No. Okay, but it wasn't like it wasn't what they were expecting.
In your
you know,
face.
amount of money. I'm not talking shit. I'm trying to win the fucking. I supported the Flash. I'm supporting Blue Beetle. I'm just telling you what you know. Go ahead, Luis.
To put in perspective of what did it make? 20 million?
25 million.
25 million. So the lowest grossing DC film was Wonder Woman 84 at 16 million.
Wow.
Keep in mind that came out middle of pandemic, simultaneous with it being premiered on streaming.
Yeah.
That's true. It was both.
So
Definitely watched it.
still, this is considered the worst opening for a DC film, even though technically it's Wonder Woman at 16 mil.
But see, this is why studios go with the Brad Pitts, because they bank on somebody who is very bankable, but is not that level. Like we were talking about, like the next Batman's going to be blah, blah, blah. And it's I'm just going with the fucking name, and you're not going with the Christian Bales. Like, I understand Christian Bale with Christian Bale, but he wasn't like Ben Affleck level at the time. You know what I mean? And it was like, fuck, that sucks. But Joaquin Phoenix, would you ever imagine like, yeah, give him Joker? But if an actor's actor will fucking make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't, it boggles the mind that you're going to give it to somebody that's why it's like Grant Gustin, who's been doing it forever. I know it always comes to that. Who's been doing it forever and knows his character inside and out. And you give it to somebody who fucking chokeslammed a lady through a table, and you still fucking that. And you still don't give it to the motherfucker that's been doing this for fucking 10 years. Like, it makes no fucking sense. And especially since on the TV side, you're banking on him because fucking Arrow went to fucking whatever. Like, we all depended on Arrow, and now we're all dependent on Flash because the Flash is the one that stayed. And then still you fuck him. Sorry. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, an actor's actor will make that shit fucking work.
Yeah.
And just go with who's good on WB. Give it to him. Like, how many times it was like, give it to Jensen Nicholson. I'm always gonna fuck over his name.
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles.
Even though the nerd community love him, like they're more willing to give it to him because like fucking 90210 or maybe Melrose Place, maybe Dawson's Creek, probably Dawson's Creek. But, you know, like other things that he's done, and it's like it's not a brand.
He was on a soap opera, my guy.
He was. Well, look up that shit. He was either on Dawson's Creek or he was on.
And then we all grabbed our phones.
I got it. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Dawson's Creek or he's on something. And he had longer.
On the show with Jessica Alba, where she was the spy.
Oh,
Angel?
Dark Angel.
Alias.
Dark Angel.
Dark Angel.
He was also in Dawson's Creek.
Oh, wow. There it is.
And Days of Our Lives.
Soap opera.
So Days of Our Lives, Dawson's Creek. From 2000 to 2002, he was in Dark Angel.
Oh,
Yeah, did you know that he hated Alba? Because she was such a bitch to him?
She seems kind of annoying, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he didn't the Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, and he was interviewed and he was talking about it. He goes, so was Jessica Alba nice to work with? He goes, absolutely fucking not. She was horrible to work with.
Damn.
She was such a bitch. You know, because I guess when he was up and coming, you know, at that time, and when he got the part, she loudly said while he was in the room, or when she goes, "Oh, who's the pretty boy? Is he some, you know, like just talking shit to him?" You know?
Damn.
Yeah. He goes into pretty good detail about it.
We all know why she was Sue Storm. It wasn't the acting.
I don't think she's cute enough for all that. Relax.
I don't think she's
She had her moment in the fame.
She got the extra long torso.
Yeah, it's because, and that's the thing. It's like there's like certain actresses that, you know, some people are just like, oh yeah, she's fucking fine, and this, and then for me, I'm just like, not so much.
She kind of next door pretty.
We have a show where we're talking about Jessica Alba not being fine.
No,
I don't think she's attractive.
We said she's not attractive enough for you to be that excited.
Yeah, I'm just okay. And that's the thing. It's like It's like I get shit because like
Okay.
I'm on an island with you, Ash. Don't worry.
it's like the whole thing. It's just
it's
like
not
they're
like
like
they're not wrong.
I'm in a raft.
There was a Jessica Alba movement. They're not wrong. There definitely was a wave where
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, dude, that's the only reason I watched Dark Angel. I thought she was so hot. Like that was my crush.
I guess a crush is a crush.
Aw.
And so that makes sense why that she was such a diva because like she was a teenage heartthrob, you know, and
I just remember her from Honey. She was not.
No, see, there's not. We won't watch that.
Yeah, y'all don't. If you watched
Yeah,
Honey, then you'd understand why I'm like.
dancing movie, wasn't it?
That fucking Mariah Carey. That was a Honey.
Remember the glitter? It was the dance version of Glitter. It was bad. And so I was like, Jessica Alba looked like my neighbor. I don't know what y'all mean.
It was like Step Up, fucking Julia Stiles and
Save the Last Dance.
Last Dance.
It was like, oh my, it was the era of like,
Dance movies, man.
oh yeah, it was an era.
Dance movie era.
yeah, something made money. Let's do.
Nice.
That's why I turned it off.
And dance. I got it.
Oh, that's dance. So
Yeah.
Not the words at all.
That's not even the drunk thing.
And dance.
I really don't-
Sometimes.
Get up and dance. That's what it is.
Yeah, shut up and dance with it.
Well, I'm trying not to play like fucking a long period because we're gonna get flagged.
Obviously, we're not trying to get
Fucking
flagged.
played fucking Hello Darkness, My Old Friend, like the whole album.
It was like
You
That's
wonder
public domain. He played public domain.
who had to explain to Smalls what a s'more was.
Esteban.
Esteban.
It was Ham,
It was Ham.
the great
And
Hambino.
I forgot his name. God damn
I
it.
was sitting over here like the redhead. The redhead.
The one with the freckles.
So, you killing me, Smalls, that guy.
That guy. You're killing me, Smalls. The great Bambino.
46. We're gonna go one more.
Okay.
How did the owner of Beast, played by actor James Earl Jones in the movie, go blind?
Esteban.
Esteban. Don't
He
raise
got
your
hit
head.
with a pitch.
What? He was hit
He
by
got
a
hit
pitch.
with a pitch.
And pow. Lights went out.
Lights went out. Yeah.
My bad. You get 2 spins because I did forget to spin on the last one. Yep. Yeah.
Go for it. Lose all your points. Fuck. Switch points. Switch points. Switch points.
Truth or drink, which
Right.
we'll do. Spin now? Yes?
Yeah. Go ahead. Switch points. Switch points. Switch points.
Drink.
Switch points. Give me the switch points.
Eat human shit. Why is that
Drink
on there?
Drinks for everyone. I didn't even write that. Drinks for everyone. And truth or drink.
Why is that on there?
Eat human shit. Why? Why, Ash?
Where would I get it?
I went before the show.
Babe,
Streams of
wake up,
tears.
babe. All right.
Babe, I
Did the
need
baby
you.
shit
I
on
need
the paper yet?
you. Can't ask me any questions. Just come over here.
Pink eye.
Not for
For
everybody.
the show. For the show. What do you mean it got flagged and pulled down? I put my heart in that.
Esteban.
Oh,
I just imagine eating it like a fucking piece of watermelon. Like,
That is the biggest shit I've ever seen.
it's in a bag, homie. Like it's
That's like you had Tommy's Burgers, and everything's full of chili. That's the only way.
all right, I'm over this conversation. I'm done.
yes.
All of a sudden,
All of a
you're
sudden,
you're fucking a meat. You're fucking. Oh,
he was great when he was eating. He was great when he was eating that.
it's like a log of shit that you're just taking to the dome. And I go, Tommy's. Oh.
There's a line. You crossed the line.
Crosses the line.
Oh my god.
Oh, I never see the other cat. Don't you have more than one cat?
Yeah, I got a 25-pounder now. She's in the bedroom though.
I'm like, why we don't ever see the other cat? Just this fancy heifer.
The fact that he said 25-pounder means she's probably already asleep.
Dude,
a
she's
big
fucking
girl.
huge. This girl here is 8 pounds.
8?
Yeah. So the other girl, she's like the size of a medicine ball. She's like fucking huge. Yeah. We just rescued her last week.
Oh goodness! I'm like, save her.
Yeah, we're trying.
Oh gosh. Poor
We're
thing.
starting her now, so she can
Man.
drop some weight.
Oh, you guys gonna take her to the little cat hydrotherapy where they walk on the
Oh,
treadmill?
you seen that? That big, yeah, she's
Sure.
probably
Right.
that big. Like
Yeah.
she's fucking huge.
They're
And she
always
can't
so
groom
pissed
herself because like below like her waist.
off.
It's
Aw.
like she's too fat. She'll try. We see her try.
Aw. Poor baby.
So we bought like a little glove to like help groom her. No.
You gotta record that shit.
I bet you as she's grooming herself, she looks back, she's like, "Can you give me a fucking hand, asshole?"
Yeah, he's like-
Just look at me.
Obvious.
Piece of shit. You see what's happening here, right? Yeah.
Just push.
Oh man. I'm like, what? We gotta cut that part out. Oh, so funny. Next topic? Is that what we're doing?
Not yet.
Nope. Oh, sorry.
Esteban,
Yeah.
you have to pick Luis's greatest physical. I'll try that again. Greatest.
Equal matter?
Yes.
Again.
What is Luis's greatest physical asset?
Ooh.
Weights.
Mm.
If it's good enough, Mosby will give you the point, but she has to be honest.
Oh,
Oh dear.
maybe I should leave the room, guys. My self-esteem can't take
I
this.
feel like I still want us to be friends after this. So can I pass?
No, he has to say it. You just have to say
You have
it's
to
good
agree.
for
Oh,
Esteban.
She's
Your
like,
enemy.
he's like, face. She's like, nah.
Good night.
Take a drink, my man.
Bottoms up, bitch.
Go on and refill that cup. Go on and refill that cup.
Are you saying his physical attributes?
What it says.
Is that what it said? Okay.
Physical attribute. This game is weird.
I would say Luis's physical attributes, because he was a kickboxer, I'm gonna have to say his legs.
Let me see them legs. Show me them gams. Oh,
Okay. Look at yeah.
Look at the fucking calf. Look at that
Agree.
fucking calf.
agree. Nice
All right.
gam.
Oh, guys.
Nicely done.
Stop, guys.
I just put my leg up like a cat. Like,
Right? Just like,
"Oh, let me see it. Bam.
Then we starts grooming
You
himself.
want the other one?
You want the other one?
Both of them? Just spread eagle over here. Hey, what's up, man? Or podcast.
What do you mean you have a headache?
Oh,
I don't need you.
oh, shit.
All right, we are at 6-6.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
A.
That's
Don't call
crazy.
it a comeback.
All right.
Been here for years.
All right. Next topic, Mose.
Flash is coming to HBO Max. So if you didn't watch it in the theaters, you can watch it at home on your couch.
I'm looking at you, Esteban.
And fall asleep.
August 25th, tomorrow night. It'll be available tomorrow night.
Okay.
Next,
Next topic, actually.
Booster Gold might be Chris Pratt.
Ugh.
So,
But like we
James
said,
Gunn. I swear to God, if this is gonna be James Gunn, as soon as they announce it, he's gonna be like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
Chris Pratt, Booster Gold.
There it is.
so I read the full article. The article was a little clickbaity. So where this is coming from is there was a side by side of Booster Gold and Chris Pratt, and it's like it's Chris Pratt in a DCU film. Now there aren't a lot of negotiations happening because of the writer's strike, and so the guild is kind of restricting actors from being able to do that. So Gunn has been
there's a lot of like, we're talking, but we're not talking.
Right.
Right.
They refer to that as the rumor mill. So this in particular is in response to Twitter users asking James Gunn questions. So he's really active on Twitter. And so one of the questions that they said is, hey, it would be really great is if you got Guardians of the Galaxy cast to play themselves in Peacemaker. And there were 2 actors that were mentioned, one of which being Chris Pratt. And that is where James Gunn says, for the quote was...
The studio doesn't know about Marvel versus DC. They don't know who they own, right? Sorry.
Correct. So he responds with, there are several reasons why I wouldn't want him to play himself in a show. And then right after that text, he had the little like googly eyes, like looking left and right on Twitter.
Oh.
So obviously he's speculating like, oh, I can't have him play himself. Wink, wink. Right. So he knows what he's doing. He's trying to create a hype because he can't really, there's no official negotiations because of the guild, the strike.
But also on his wedding or somebody's wedding, he did say like, I could be Batman. Yeah, you can be Batman. There was a video for one full day where it was like, you can be Batman.
Don't even joke about it.
No,
Yeah,
there was.
man.
Stefan, did you see the video? Sure.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, no, I believe you. But I personally don't think Chris Pratt, and this is what I was saving from the chat because there was a lot of like Blue Beetle spoilers and shit over the weekend. So if you guys haven't seen Blue Beetle, here's some possible spoilers.
Why do you guys not want to see Blue Beetle?
No, I do want to see it.
I plan to. I just haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's gotten really good reviews. It's like 80%
waiting for
audience
the
for it.
Are you?
No, I'll
Are
probably
you-
watch it maybe if not this weekend, next weekend.
I am
Yeah,
not.
I'm not. Let me put it to you this way: I got no one to babysit the kids right now.
What?
Mom's recovering. You know, I got nobody to babysit the kids. So there's that. So it's like, from what people saw, there was a poster of, gosh, I can't remember Blue Beetle's name, one of the original Blue Beetle's names. It was like Ted something. If I remember correctly.
That was Jaime.
No. Yeah, it's Jaime. It's Jaime. In that's currently Blue
Jaime
Beetle.
now.
But
He's talking about
previous reiteration of Blue
Yeah,
Beetle.
the one that was in the
Oh
suit.
yeah, fucking with the fucking yeah.
Yeah. So that Blue Beetle is best friends with Booster Gold. They're like BFFs, like Flash and Arrow, or like Green Lantern and Flash. They're BFFs, forever. Best friends for life.
Dan Garrett?
What's that?
Dan Garrett?
Yes.
Dan Garrett? Okay, that was the original Blue Beetle. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So there's a painting, and the paint that refers to Dan Garrett, and a lot of people are saying that looks like Jason Sudeikis, and I'm all for that because I think Jason Sudeikis can pull off a superhero film, but a superhero film that, because Blue Beetle technically doesn't have powers, he relies on technology, so I think he can pull it off, but I don't feel, and this is just me, I don't feel that a Jason Sudeikis and a Chris Pratt will mesh comedically. I don't think so.
Oh my
God.
God.
I don't think so.
It's 2 improvers.
Mm-hmm.
It would be amazing.
I feel that we need, and this is just me, I feel we need chemistry like Paul Rudd and Jason Segel.
Bro, what I never saw Ryan Reynolds and fucking Home Slice, the one
Hugh
that got in
Jackman?
trouble for everything. No.
Oh,
Fucking something Land. The one that went big, and I still haven't seen anything of it. The guy that plays his best friend and was in Transformers. I can't think. TJ something.
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller?
TJ
Right. I would have never thought to put them in the same room, but if you've done improv, that is the best fucking scene. Like, and on top of that, like, Deadpool had to take a step back because he wasn't the crazy one. Because it was like, you look like an avocado that explode, like
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, that is Ryan Reynolds, and you had to like actually take a step back and let that motherfucker shine.
No, and I understand what you're saying, and I'm just saying.
No, love you.
This is just my opinion. I feel that a Jason Sudeikis Chris Pratt bromance wouldn't work, and this is just me. I feel that we need more of a chemistry like Paul Rudd and Jason Segel had in I Love You Man. I think we need something like that. So
wouldn't know that until you saw it, though. You wouldn't see it before that.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like because I've been burned before talking about Batfleck and who else? Fucking John Cena in Peacemaker. Because I was talking a ton of shit about John Cena in Peacemaker before I actually saw the show, and I'm like, holy fuck, he's really good. So again, in this moment right now, I don't feel that Jason Sudeikis and Chris Pratt can work and have that bromance.
Right.
If we had because I know Jason Sudeikis has worked with Ed Helms and Jason Bateman. I think that's
why it would be great.
Right. But again, I guess
I'm not picking on you. I love you.
No, I know. This is my don't change my shit compared to what you would say. You know, I feel like those two wouldn't mesh, but if you put Jason Bateman and Jason Sudeikis together, I think it'd be fucking comedic gold.
I've already seen that in Horrible Bosses.
That's
so
true.
Fucking throw Ed Helms in there. I think Ed Helms can pull off a superhero.
If Jason Sudeikis plays a superhero, it's gonna be how is it Peter B. Parker?
Yeah.
Yes. It would be like that.
Exactly that. I don't want that.
Yeah, like it would be that. Go for it, Luis.
My biggest concern to it, I think that their improvisation might mesh well, but I think my concern goes a tiny bit deeper than that of whether or not the comedic thing would work. I feel that I'm too worried that it feels too close to Ant-Man. Like Paul Rudd worked, and then people kind of hated on that one, but then it became successful, and it's like, okay, who has that? Who can argue that he has that kind of charm, but we can throw him in a superhero role?
Right.
Sudeikis is a decent fit. I'm not comparing. It's not apples to apples, obviously, but DC keeps fucking doing this, man. It keeps being like, it worked for Marvel. This is our version of that, and it's. To me, I would feel like it would be a knockoff the whole time. Like, unless it did something super different, which in this case it really wouldn't be, because Ant-Man is nothing without the suit. The suit is what made him, great. So, and then like what we were saying, he's not really a superhero, this original Blue Beetle. He's depending on technology. So it could be a cut paste. This is DC's Ant-Man.
They have George Lopez in it, so they're obviously depending on.
So that would be my concern of like, if they were to advertise it, hey, Sudeikis is in a film, I'd be like, here we go. And I genuinely, and I do enjoy Sudeikis. Like, have you seen Ted Lasso? That show's fucking amazing. But I wouldn't be excited to see a movie with him in a comic book role simply for that. I'm like, we've seen that before.
What if I know, Mosby, I'm going to go to you next. What if he was the Blue Beetle before that? He was the one that lost the scarab. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's how you.
I'm not saying there's not a story to be told. It's just, if it's
something
I
already made it better than. All right.
No, yeah. Like,
he's giving you that. But does that make sense? Like,
I feel you, man.
That makes sense.
You
just gave me that failure, man.
No, I am agreeing, but it's like had we not
started at 9:40. You guys are
Had we not seen any superhero film, had we not seen superhero films of this caliber of like the unlikely superhero that didn't think he was going to be a superhero and now he is, and now he has to save the world. We've seen that storyline a solid 10 times over the last 10 years. Yeah. So. Am I excited for Blue Beetle? Absolutely. I will absolutely watch it. But why wasn't it I'm watching it opening weekend? Well, it's because it's something that I have seen before. it does excite. I was gonna watch it, for a representation of Latino people, which is amazing. But then also it's getting really good audience scores. So it's like clearly it's an entertaining film. Friends of mine that have seen it, they're like, "Oh, I laughed out loud several times in the movie." I'm like, "Makes sense." Like you were saying earlier, has George Lopez in it? Like it would make sense. And then we also seen the kid, I forgot his name, from Cobra Kai. He has good comedic timing. So it's like it looks like it would be a good time, but it would be that the first 40 minutes of the movie is, I don't want this. Okay, I have a power. I'm going to test it. I'm going to try to jump off a building. I'm going to hit the floor. And then I don't know. And then now I can fly and I'm going to do this. And now I'm an unlikely character. And then now the person that I met in the beginning of the movie, I now have to fight at the end of the movie, but I'm intimidated about him. But I'm going to go after it. And then you're going to cheer for him like Rocky. And then you're going to win. And
it's what we said last week. It's story. And if you say the same story, that's that other story.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that was my only thing. And I feel that if they were to do another comedic actor in a superhero role, it'd be like there's a South Park episode of Simpsons did it, and every time they were like, "Oh, what if we do that?" Simpsons did it, and it's like I can't help, and I know I shouldn't, but I can't help when DC starts to like Marvel did that, like they beat you to the punch and better, and then that's when Justice League came out. It was like such a scramble of like, or the Justice League of like, look, we could do Avengers also, and we're better. Like, you're not though. Like, yeah. Anyway, rant over.
I am just thinking to myself, bringing in the dynamic of funny heroes so that James Gunn can continue to yuck it up at Warner Brothers. And I'm just like, we didn't mind real stories that were sometimes gritty, sometimes scary, sometimes emotional, sometimes carried the tone of DC heroes. Most DC heroes have a heavy, dark undertone. And I don't know why that's such a bad thing. Why do we need to joke it all up? Introducing a comedian in the role of the original Blue Beetle to do more comedian shit with the comedian hero Booster Gold, played by the comedian Chris Pratt, and I'm like, all right. It's just like, we want people to laugh now. We want folks laughing in our theaters now. No more dark shadows. It's laughter, laughter, laughter. Get it? Yep, got it. Okay, we're laughing now. And so, I don't know. I mean, I guess it all has its place. And then as far as like circling back to Blue Beetle, I'm not excited for I wasn't terribly excited for Blue Beetle because I don't understand what the point of the film is. Like, we're not getting a Young Justice. We're not connecting it back to Justice League. It's just a standalone film made in the style of what you told us we were turning away from. And I'm just curious as to what, as a viewer, what am I supposed to get out of it? I'm just supposed to enjoy Jaime Reyes' story. I already saw his story when I watched Young Justice, and they did a great job. So I'm just like, I'll see it. I'm not breaking my neck to see it, but I don't mind watching it at all.
Yeah, and a lot of people did say that there was massive references to the previous DCEU. They referenced Superman, they referenced Batman, they ended up referencing Wonder Woman, they referenced The Flash. So it's like, okay, we get what you're trying to do. It's like, you want to let go of the past, but you don't want to let go of the past because you still keep on referencing the past. So, I agree with Mose, I mean, if it is Jason Sudeikis that does end up playing Blue Beetle, great, cool. But I would prefer him not be a comedian, because Booster Gold is technically the funny guy in the comic books between him and Blue Beetle. Booster Gold is the comedian. He's the funny one. He's the one that's constantly joking around and dicking around and stuff like that. So
why do I see Matt Damon?
Jason Bourne.
Matt Damon as Booster Gold? No, I don't think I could see him as Booster Gold.
He's too old. Maybe 20 years ago.
Eek.
Yeah.
Eek.
Like, and since it was once said, I can't get it out of my head, is Sean William Scott as Booster Gold.
Oh,
like,
shit.
what?
That would be awesome.
I'd be down with that.
Awesome.
Because he was in that rock movie. Was it Walking Tall?
No.
No, the rundown.
Rundown.
The rundown, yeah, and you can see he can do action sequences. The
Absolutely.
dude's in fucking shape, like
Yeah.
and
He
he's
can
funny.
do action sequences. He was in the Lethal Weapon TV show, and he did pretty well in the Lethal Weapon. It's just the only problem is that it went on a large hiatus, and then all of a sudden replaced an actor, and everyone's just like trying to catch up. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened to the previous actor? Why is Sean William Scott in here?
Oh, he
You
got
know,
fucking fired. That's what happened. Everybody on the
Yeah.
set sued his ass for being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
sued who?
so it was a
The
match
original
scramble
Riggs.
for
Oh, sorry, the original.
Oh,
Yeah, the original Riggs got sued
Just
right on
really?
the show. So they had to take
Oof.
a long break, and then they brought in Sean William Scott as his brother.
and he killed it. He killed it in that show.
Well,
But
it's not bad.
yeah, but from I think what I was hearing is that there wasn't a lot of chemistry between
Mhm.
Sean William Scott and Marlon Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans, sorry. So
Silence. So, question. When it gets dark, the boys usually stop playing for the day. However, they're able to play on one
Mosby.
specific. Yep.
It's the fireworks. We're talking about the 4th of July. Mosby. I already knew.
Mama Mosby.
That's me. Spin that thing.
Switch points.
Never. We're like tied. What do you mean?
Ash slaps himself. You get 2 more points.
in the dick.
Damn.
So
I like how he just froze.
We hear that slap. We're like, what
right,
happened?
that one works. Hit the other side. Look
Not a lefty, so
at him. That seems soft.
Weak.
That seemed hella weak.
into the goddamn mic.
I'm a lefty, so.
That is the stranger. Moving
Aw.
on. Don't aw that.
Mm.
Oh, you got your point? Okay. Benny was good, so good at baseball that he grew up, ended up playing on what major league team?
7,
Oh,
I said it earlier.
the Dodgers.
Yep.
Doyers.
it's pronounced
Hey.
Doyers, sir.
What's
Los
Doyers?
Dodgers.
Los Doyers.
Well, in all honesty, we are at
7 apiece.
7. Is 7 spin?
Spin it.
Switch points.
Switch points. 7-6. Lose a
Ash
point.
slapped himself. 2 more points.
Make it good.
Make it good. Do both
You
at the
can't
same
grip
time.
into the noise canceling.
Do both at the same time. Mm-mm. He's barely hitting himself.
Still look weak as shit. Your face isn't even red.
Flimsy, fool. He was like, ow.
Oh, that was so hard.
Oh, there we go. That one looked like it hurt a little.
Oh,
Not miserable. You look miserable as hell.
all right. You're in the lead. Mose, what else do we have?
We've only got one last topic for the evening, and it's kind of a sad one. We've
Yeah.
got a young wrestler that has passed away by the name of Bray
This is
Wyatt.
going to do my last shot of the night. Go ahead.
Bray Wyatt has passed.
Bray Wyatt has passed today. This week as well. Terry Funk had passed. So Bray Wyatt was expected to be back and they always said that he was dealing with an illness. And everybody thought because he got let go because Vince let him go. Vince dealt with his rape allegations, paying people off, allegedly, and kind of dealing with everything legally. Came back after many months.
Came back as Vicente McMahon.
After Triple H put together everybody like, no, Vince is gone, bro. I got this. But Vince is gone. And Vince was Vince and made his way back. So everybody thought once Vince came back, being that he was fired by Vince, that he was just staying away until these other allegations that Vince is dealing with now are going to be done. But in reality, he was dealing with, so COVID had unlocked something. He already had heart issues, and then he got COVID.
Oh, comorbidity.
Ups and downs. And then ultimately, because of the heart issues he already had, it complicated all of that. And ultimately, he had a heart attack because of the combination of the heart issues he already had plus COVID. COVID is not done. This is not a political fucking podcast whatsoever. I do not give a fuck about politics. It's just not over as we think. It's not the level that it fucking was.
They're saying it's coming back, though.
They are saying it's going to come back.
I am
not. We're probably. I mean, it's kind of a reason. It unlocked. Hey, we could work from home.
Mm.
There's always been a reason why a company is not making us go in every fucking single day.
Yeah.
You always know what we don't know. We think it's been whatever, but so
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. So to the people that knew him, Bray Wyatt, you were you honestly almost didn't even get to scratch the surface of the characters that you could have been. And I know you had something on, you always had a thought like this didn't work, but the next week is going to be this. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shot to that. I feel like, Sevan, do you have anything to say? Anybody else have anything to say?
It is tragic. It's tragic when anybody passes, obviously, but yeah, to Ash's point, Bray Wyatt was scratching the surface of his career, and it sucks to see that he's gone. You can tell the impact that he made, for the short time that he was in the WWE. You can see the impact that he made. He made a lot of connections. He worked with a lot of people. It just sucks that we didn't get to see what he could have evolved into, what he could ultimately evolved into, as in the world of Pokemon, seeing his final form, because every wrestler has their final form, so yeah, to think that, the Fiend was just the beginning, it would have been really cool to see what he could have done.
Like at SummerSlam, he's the Fiend. At fucking Royal Rumble, he was that character. Like it could have been a whole Mick Foley on a different fucking level.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
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 So less lassies for that. We have 3 last questions and we're done. We're gonna fucking scroll through it. Don't keep doing that shit. I fucking have not hosted in like fucking 9 months. I don't want to hear any shit today. And we started late. When Smalls first meets the other kids, he was wearing an old hat with a picture of a fish on it. Later, Benny finds Smalls and gives him a different hat. What MLB team is that hat?
Esteban.
Yeah.
The Detroit Tigers.
No.
Fuck.
Dang, you said it confidently as shit.
I did, didn't I?
Get one more because you're taking the place of Andreas as well.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Padres.
Nope.
No, because it wasn't black. It was blue.
And
It
Padres
wasn't a Dodger hat. I can tell you that much. I know for a fact it wasn't a Dodger hat.
No.
Luis. Blue Jays.
No.
Damn it.
What was it?
You done? You
Yeah,
got
what
one
was
more. Oh, it is the Cubs.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I was not gonna remember that.
Nah,
Never-
I mean,
What nickname does Benny get when he earns that
Oh,
he
Benny.
did?
Benny the
Yes.
Jet. The Jet. You need the
Benny
Jet.
the Jet Rodriguez.
Yep.
All right, you get a spin. We have one last question, but you get a spin.
It's been
Slap yourself.
beat that ass.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
what?
You have your choice of one of the 4 games, or you have Esteban spin.
Ooh.
Never have I
I'll let you pick this time, Luis.
ever, Truth or Drink, King's Cup, or Do or Drink. Those are the only ways you could get a point.
Truth or drink.
Truth or Drink. All right. This is buy a round, which we're not together, so you can't buy a round.
Can't buy rounds.
Bill me.
Bill me.
Venmo me.
All right. So Luis asked you something, or Luis gave it to you, Filthy. Are there certain situations that you avoid Luis on purpose?
No.
Absolutely not.
That's an easy question, I think, because we all work together.
Right? Crazy. This game's funny.
All right. Final round. That was the final. There's no more topics, correct?
Correct.
So Ahsoka, who's caught up and who's not?
No
I've
one.
seen an episode.
You ain't yawning. Mighty, you ain't yawning. It's
No.
11:10 and you partied till 12 before.
You broke the wall.
Oh,
There's a shroud of mystery. Listeners do not know what time it is.
nope. We're living in a different portal.
That's right.
Whoa.
No one has seen Ahsoka
All right, no one's seen Ahsoka. Okay,
next week.
I'll give one last shot because I already called Losties.
Lostisa.
2 of the Sandlot boys are brothers. What are the names of the brothers?
Oh,
Esteban,
Stefan.
Timmy, and Tommy.
It is Timmy and Tommy. Timmy and Tommy.
Not gonna believe this.
No way.
Esteban is winning, so the only ways you guys can win is during the spin.
Oh, we were so close.
Esteban spin.
Yeah, spin it.
This was one
Switch
we all-
points.
Well, this is one we all knew a lot about. That's good.
Esteban holding his own, man.
Drinks for everyone. Esteban wins. This has been the show. This has been comics. We are everywhere. We're done at 11:11. We did pretty good today.
Oh, call a psychic, bitch.
Thank anybody have anything else to say, or we're good?
Again, as we say every week, if you haven't done so yet, hit the little thumbs up would be appreciated. Subscribe, follow us, comment. Commenting and thumbs upping our videos and content costs nothing to you, means everything to us. We appreciate your support and be a part of the conversation. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know anything that you may disagree with on the episode. We'd love to showcase it and shout you out on the next episode. Please. And Comics Plays is happening more regularly, where we jump on, play a multiplayer video game, and then depending on our reaction, how quickly we get a reaction, we can talk about it on the next episode. So if you have a suggestion for something for us to play, let us know, and we will do that as well.
I do want credit. No.
Oh, not
I
good night. Good night.
I want credit because this is like not a 2-hour fucking show that I did. I want fucking credit.
I'm proud of you.
All right, thank
Well
you.
done, Ash.
That's all it took.
Everyone, comics
Hey.
everywhere.
Comics, we're everywhere.
Oh,
Wow.
We are everywhere, but not me. I'm nowhere.
I'm out.
I'm out this bitch.
Forgot how it works.
He closed the wrong window.
Night. Who's recording?